Greetings from California.
And greetings from New York. I see we have a special guest.
We have a special guest. Our duo has become a trio. Say hello, everyone, to Bronx Rodgers, my beautiful deer-legged Chihuahua. I adopted him. When I told you I was going to adopt him, I adopted him. And oh my God, I'm home again.
Oh, he is too cute.
He is utterly and completely my world, and we are attached at the hip. I don't go anywhere without him except grocery shopping, and that's only for 30 minutes.
Does he bark at all?
Barely.
Barely? Okay, I mean, Chihuahuas, I'd be thinking, okay, he must bark a lot.
Well, he's a deer-legged Chihuahua, so they have all the beauty of a Chihuahua, but none of that barky nonsense.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. He's distractingly cute.
And then he's got like the giraffe print on the face. Yeah,
it looked like it was love at first sight.
I couldn't have asked for more. Pete sent him direct. Anybody, if you're thinking about getting a pet, do it. Because once you get it, after a week, you'll realize, oh, that's what was hurting. When I got him, I realized, oh, that's what was hurting. Mm-hmm. I didn't have you. I didn't have love, and that's what was hurting.
He reminds me a little bit of like Ren from Ren and Stimpy.
I can see it.
Like with the ears too. Like, I'm a 90s kid. I mean, it's a compliment.
Oh no, I get it. And I'm a 90s kid too. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it with the ear. I mean, he is a Chihuahua. He is a Chihuahua. And they've got a lot more.
They are gonna love this. We are coming to y'all live, pre-recorded for this particular show.
Like the good old days.
Right.
My God, get out of my mouth. You are a black dog. You don't do that. You're black now. I don't know who you were with. I don't know if it was Pink Toes or whoever, but but it's fine.
New apartment and new dog.
It was time for a new life. You know I love to change lives every 3 years.
You like to switch it up. You're still the same Alex, though.
True, exactly. I switch lives. I don't switch personalities.
Thankfully.
Now that is one of the nicest things anybody's ever said to me.
I appreciate it. You said you had like a Amazon wish list. You wanted to share?
I do. So I registered people have asked me like, hey, you got a new apartment. We'd love to send you something. I still have a lot of the other gifts. That air fryer, y'all got me a good air fryer. That air fryer is still frying. That air fryer is God. I don't even have a microwave right now because I'm like, do I need one? I'd rather just oven heat or air fry. But I registered for like oven mitts, some toys and some ramps for the dog, a couple of like a mirror and a little bit of art on the walls. And I was like, if some people like to do that. If you've got an Amazon gift card just lying around and you're like, I'd like to get him some, feel free. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Your watching is support enough.
And speaking of support, I just want to thank y'all again for subscribing to the Patreon. Y'all love the Pop Roast Extra, so hopefully we can keep that going.
Of course. I love the Pop Roast Extra.
Right.
I love to be able to come on screen unfiltered.
Yes, the dicks are hanging out on Pop Roast Extra.
Not literally.
Not literally. Because
people will.
They love
they see no penises over there.
Figuratively. Okay. Look. Anyway, let's get into these topics. I know Bronx is a little anxious.
You know what's so funny? When he's like this, I want to call him Pete so bad.
Oh Lord. Do you accidentally call him Pete sometimes?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Absolutely. Like I will stop myself in my mind because I'm still teaching him his name, but like in my mind it's Pete, what are you doing? It's still Pete in my mind.
Oh. Oh, and if y'all want to subscribe to the Patreon, it is patreon.com/cdiggy1. But let's get into these topics. So the beginning of the week, well, actually, you know what? I was trying to think, did the MTV VMAs come on Sunday or Tuesday? I forgot they moved it to Tuesday.
Tuesday, because Real Housewives, they weren't going up against the end of the Housewives, but they should have, because it wasn't shit. It wasn't shit. I'ma say it again. Wasn't shit. Baby, it wasn't shit.
I missed it because I was working, but I didn't miss out on anything. I mean,
you ain't missed shit. You had more entertainment at the job than you did there. I want to shout the VMAs out, though. They got everything done within the first 38 minutes. We had the Nicki intro. We had Cardi and Meg Thee Stallion perform. And we had the NSYNC reunion. And they knew we got the first hour after that. Don't nobody care. Not care.
Right, they were getting it out the way. Here were some highlights of it. First and foremost, I don't know why they told us Nicki Minaj was hosting, because she didn't host. Like, she did an intro, maybe a little introduction. She performed. She accepted an award, but she didn't host the awards.
Wait, hold on. Oh my! Wait, everybody, get ready. Get ready. I'm gonna say something positive about Nicki Minaj. Get ready. So Nicki showed up when she said, "Come dance with me," and actually performed and danced with the audience. So she did more than Janet Jackson did at Harlem Week. That's what we're saying. We're saying that, you know, she may not have been the main host, but she introed the show, she performed, she accepted an award, and I bet you she did a little outro. She did more than Janet Mumbles Jackson. Is that what I'm hearing? Because that's what it sounds like to me.
I think she did okay for what she did. Like, I looked at clips of it because, you know, after Cardi and Meg, they were giving a performance. After Doja's performance, which I think was the best performance of the night, I just think she gives a lot of showmanship, and you see the creativity in all of her performances. Like, you're going to get something different. I feel like Nicki, you know, she was singing, and then she rapped. She gave a little intro of her new song, which was "These Rap Chicks, They Want to Be Her." You know, same topics, you know, and I was just like, okay.
Who wants to be married to a SAing felon? I don't want that. And honestly, you have no taste. I mean, you have, you know, millions of dollars, and we know where you live, and you live on Sunset in Los Angeles. On Sunset.
Well, actually, I think she lives in the Hidden Hills area.
No, that'd have to live on Sunset.
Because she just moved. That's why I heard. That's where I got my tea from. So I think she still lives there, even though the neighbors aren't happy with it. But you can't find out where Nicki is because, you know, she's with a registered person. So I'm sure somebody in the comments can let us know. But from my sources, who one of them lives in Hidden Hills, shout out to them. They gave me the tea that the neighborhood really don't want them there, but, you know, if you got the money.
I'm sorry, and I have more money, I'd put you out. And I would find the real estate agent that sold you that house, and I would have to.
Thankfully, this is not live, y'all. So, you know, with that, you know, she did okay. But I'm just saying, compared to like her peers that she constantly says that she's better than, whatever.
They can live in better places than you because they're not married to an offender and they're not on a list. Now, I might be on a few people's shit list, but I ain't on an offender's list. So I'm okay with myself.
Another highlight was the NSYNC reunion. They look old now, but I love nostalgia, and I would be here for an NSYNC reunion. Unfortunately, the sources say, I think on TMZ, they're not doing a tour or a new album, but they are doing a new song for that Trolls movie that's coming out. It comes out on the 29th, the new single. I'd be here for a tour. If Justin knows what's good for him, he would do the tour.
I feel like there's not an official word, but them getting together, they're testing the waters. They're seeing how social media reacts. They're seeing like, okay, what can we charge for tickets? That's why, oh no, there's nothing out right now. Y'all ain't get to fucking together for no good reason. And also, JC Shazam, are you married? Because if you aren't, I know you don't know me, but baby, I can make you happy.
Age has been kind to him. I'll say that.
I'm like a fine wine. Beautifully, he hasn't aged, he's matured.
And speaking of how social media reacted, people were up in arms when they saw this exchange between Meg Thee Stallion and Justin. The people that hate Justin were ready. And that's what the thing is, like, you can't just assume these days. And the end, like, everything was good between the two of them. Like, the next day we saw Meg and Justin together.
All that happened was he said, oh, it's so wonderful to meet you. And she said, oh no, this doesn't count. I want to meet you officially. That's all it was. It was artist to artist admiration. That's it. That's all. She's like, oh, I just talk with my hands.
People want to hate Justin so bad. And I just want to say, I get it that y'all love Janet Jackson, but Janet Jackson has forgiven this man. Like,
who's y'all?
A lot of y'all who like, oh, but what he did to Janet, I'm just like, let it go. Let it go.
And also, Justin Timberlake was a 21-year-old at that time, just out of his boy band group. He did not have the power to end Janet Jackson. Les Moonves, the owner of CBS. If you want to be angry at somebody, be angry at him. He is the one that stopped Janet's radio play, not Justin. Justin was a pawn at that time who had no power, whose career was just beginning and could have been ended like that. All he did was self-preserve. And that's what all humans do. He didn't do nothing to Janet. And again, why aren't we angry with the seamstress? Again, now, did Justin sew that? Did Justin sew the outfit? No, Justin did not sew the outfit. I want to know who that seamstress or seamster, whatever your gender, I want to know who the hell that was. That's who messed it up. We can be upset with him and we can say, okay, maybe you should have taken up for Janet more after the fact, but again, sweetie, you were 21. At 21, were any of us ready to take up for somebody as we are in our 40s? Now, in our 40s, we will stand up for you. In our 40s, we can spot out injustice and call you on the carpet. At 21, we're not ready to do that.
So yeah, I'm just glad there was nothing to that moment, but it just said a lot to people that were like just so quick. Like I saw the tweets. Like they were so quick to like condemn Justin yet again.
Did you know that traditional bed sheets can harbor more bacteria than a toilet seat or Meredith Marks' bathtub with Seth? It can lead to acne, allergies, and stuffy noses, all things that are gross, and none of those things I have. So if you want to keep it clear-skinned, like we do on Pop Roast, stick with Miracle Made Sheets that offers a whole line of self-cleaning, eco-friendly bedding, such as sheets, pillowcases, comforters that prevent 99% of bacteria. And that's why I have these sheets, because they are self-cleaning. Not that you don't wash them, but they are self-cleaning, infused with silver that prevents up to 99.7% of bacterial growth. I mean, these sheets aren't just clean, they're comfortable, luxuriously comfortable, without the high price tag of luxury brands where you're merely paying the designer, but not getting any extra quality. And these sheets are designed specifically for your skin to stop sleeping on bacteria. You don't have to clog your pores anymore. No more acne. You can sleep clean with Miracle Made.
So go to trymiracle.com/roast to try Miracle Made sheets today. And whether you're buying them for yourself or as a gift for a loved one, if you order today, you can save over 40%. And if you use our promo ROAST at checkout, you'll get 3 free towels and save an extra 20%. Miracle is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you aren't 100% satisfied, you'll get a full refund. Upgrade your sleep with Miracle Made. Go to trymiracle.com/roast and use the code ROAST to claim your free 3-piece towel set and save over 40% off. Again, that's trymiracle.com/roast to treat yourself. Thank you, Miracle Made, for sponsoring this episode. So I know you think that the VMAs was a disappointment. You said earlier that you thought the last part of the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion was a disappointment too?
Oh my God. I mean, I feel like the only way to describe it is ran through. They ran through the episode, Drew's run through, it was just run through. They just ran through all the plot. They ran through Courtney.
I was really confused by, this revelation of the text messages between Ty and Drew. Like, Andy just went right through it. I'm like, can we investigate this? Like, how come production didn't show us the text? Maybe because it was alleged or something, or maybe it's illegal. I don't know.
It was interesting because Candy said on her speak on it that they actually went into the text messages during the reunion, but it wasn't shown. I think they didn't do it because they didn't want to out Drew or make being gay seem like it was bad in any way. And I can get that. Because it can go left real quick.
Yeah, I mean, they already been doing that on Housewives for a long time. And I know Kenya tried to call out Courtney for being kind of like homophobic, but Kenya, remember, you were the one heading the charge on Kim Fields, and I will keep bringing this up, how she bullied Kim Fields that entire season. She was the main one who implied that her husband was gay, and they sat down and had a whole conversation about it.
Exactly. He was very delicate. I believe Portia was the one who said, "Oh, not delicate." But I will also say, and I will be devil's advocate on this one, there is a level of don't insult our intelligence. Like with Halle Bailey, everybody's like, oh, she's pregnant. It's not that we're trying to out you. It's that, honey, people can see. Like, I don't see her being pregnant, but I don't know that many pregnant women. Like, I knew my mom when she was pregnant. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of in utero at that time.
That's another thing I forgot to mention at the awards show. This girl is clearly pregnant. The thing is, do what you want with your life. I'm pretty sure she's in a spot to where she can support a child monetarily anyway. I'm just disappointed that she has this man who is clearly not on her level, attached to her now for the rest of her life. And he's definitely tried to make a fool of her on more than one occasion. But, these brilliant women, they love to go to these ninjas for some reason. We've seen it with our faves. Look, it's Beyonce to Cardi to Nicki to Rihanna. The list goes on. Hell, Whitney Houston. And speaking of pregnancies, I'm not sure if you saw this clip of Whoopi Goldberg on The View. I was cackling. It came out of nowhere. And Whoopi, I think she was just being an auntie. We all have those aunties who will just say out of the blue, "Is you pregnant?" And that white woman was shooketh. It's like, what? No,
she's pregnant. She is pregnant. I guarantee in the next 2 weeks, she is already pregnant. The test can't register it yet. And that's why I was bringing up, is it outing someone or is it you can't insult my intelligence? I know pregnant when I see it. I know gay when I see it. Like on Housewives of Salt Lake City, Angie's husband, I'm not outing the man, but I fucked him. Like, that man is gay. That man is San Francisco gay, Fire Island gay. I've sat on his dick. That's how gay he is.
So I think in this age, though, outing someone with being pregnant or saying, "I think you're pregnant," or just even asking it, it's just sometimes women don't go to term. There can be a miscarriage, or maybe they were still thinking about terminating the pregnancy too. Like, you can't ask too early. You see what happened with Sonya. Like, she announced immediately, and unfortunately, like, she had to break the news to her son and everything. So now this is why women like to wait, at least from what I'm thinking, you know?
I can understand that. And Whoopi definitely saying that on live national television, I wouldn't have appreciated. But that was like a perfect like snapshot of what happens in real life. Like if that had just been like around the water cooler at work, it would have been fine. It would have been the nice black lady that works with you that always looks out for you, that always looks out for you, that tells you like, ooh, there's some bull going down. I wouldn't go to that meeting if I were you. It was just so, it was a pure human reaction where it wasn't, oh, I'm trying to get into your business and get a story. It was just human to human. Are you pregnant? Like if you were sniffling or something, or you didn't look right. And I said, hey, are you okay? You don't look well.
There is the other side to this, you know, because that woman is, I think, the residential Republican on The View. And I'm thinking, did Whoopi do this just to embarrass her or out her pregnancy? Because she said her mother-in-law was in the audience. I'm just saying that's a sinister side of it, but I'm sure Whoopi was just being an auntie.
Whoopi was just being an auntie. And I feel like when you've been on camera as long as Whoopi has been on camera, Whoopi's been on camera more of her life than she has been off camera. Like I'm kind of getting to that point where I have spent more of my adult life on camera than off camera. When you do that, you no longer have that, oh, this is off camera filter. You're like, I'm just living my life. If you're recording, you're recording.
Well, you know, I don't mind editing, you know, certain things you say out anyway. And hopefully you won't, you know, present me a question like that while we're on live.
I would never. I would never. I'll embarrass myself on live. I will never embarrass you. But myself, I feel free to embarrass. That's me.
So in other news, and this is breaking, it came in about an hour ago. So young Jeezy files for divorce from Jeannie Mai. Now, is it Jeannie Mai, Jenny Mai, Jenny Mai? Do you know? What's the correct pronunciation?
We know who the hell are we talking about. The girl from The Real. The girl, that's what I call her.
The Asian girl from The Real. He divorced her. He also wants joint custody of their baby, Monaco Mai Jenkins. This was kind of shocking for me. They've been together for a while, but they were only married for 2 years. They got married in 2021.
I guess he decided to protect his assets.
Well, look, speaking of that, the two have a prenup, and all he's seeking is joint legal custody of their daughter. Maybe that means that the child support won't be as high if he files for joint custody.
Joint. Yep. He files for joint, he paying half.
You got to read between the lines. But this news was confirmed by the AJC, which reports that the filing was made Thursday in, you guessed it, Fulton County Superior Court.
They gonna tell your business. Who gonna tell your business? Who gonna tell your business? Bum, 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 bum. They gonna tell your business. That's why I don't go. I don't need my business in the streets.
Right. There's somebody like from TMZ or the media. They just go to Fulton County every day to check in, just to go through the files to see if they see a name they recognize.
Now, here's a question. And we have some viewers in Atlanta. I want somebody in Fulton County to tell me what kind of car the clerk of court drives. Because I have a strong feeling whoever male, female, they, them, he, she, toaster, I'm a toaster, they pulling up in a Maserati Levante. They are driving a $70,000 car. They have a house in Sandy Springs. They probably bought Nene's old house. I want to know. And here's the thing. If the clerk of court ain't, I'm going to apply for their job. I might need to apply for the job of clerk of court. Clerk Of course, because they know the business before the business gets out. I need to be a clerk of court somewhere. I have paralegal experience.
Right. Anything that happens in the city of Atlanta, it will be documented.
And spread.
And this is some news. Like, they say that they were already separated. So it's been a while.
I mean, I'm separated. I just haven't met my man yet, but I'm separated. We're separated now. Nobody's crying for me.
There has just been so many divorces, though, it feels like. If everything is just fine how it is, y'all had a baby before the marriage, I think marriage really just be making things more complicated.
I just think men are shitty.
I mean, well, going into that, that means you want to get married to one, though?
I like a challenge.
Oh, goodness. Yep. I like Jeannie Mae.
No, I ain't gonna try that kind of challenge. I want to get a man that ain't for the streets. Jeezy was already for the streets. And why is he young Jeezy? Like, I'm so glad I never came on as young Al. I am going to be 41 in December. I'm young at heart at this point. I'm young at heart. Honestly, I ain't even young at heart. I'm getting into my fogey early. I'm getting into my crotchety old man early. I've been looking at the window. Whose kids is them? Why ain't that baby got no shoes on their feet?
Now, I'm sure this story is going to have some aftermath now that it broke. And like, what's the real reason they separated? Because he divorced her. It wasn't the other way around. So I'm sure everyone's trying to find out. And we'll bring y'all that tea, as the story develops. I'm sure you'll see it on Allegedly show first, though. Like,
Possibly.
I guarantee you by, what's today? Today is Friday. I would say by Monday, we're going to find out what happened. Because they're in Fulton County.
That is true. Fulton will tell the business. They're going to start to put out the ring cam footage.
Right. Now, let's just, this is kitchen table talk, but I was talking to somebody about this and they were saying Jeannie Mae, she probably thought that she was one of those women who, like, just because, she's a woman of another race, that she was going to be treated better. That's this always this trend of, oh, I'm going to be with this man. I've seen how he's treated other women, but they were all Black. But because I'm insert white, Asian, Latino, something other than Black, he going to treat me better, but wind up getting treated just like all the other women. Have you heard that?
I've heard it. I mean, Erica Mena went through it. Erica thought she was special. You're not special. You're not. Now, I'll tell you, I have dated wealthy men, made no secret about it. That's the only kind of men that I date. Everybody knows that. That ain't no tea. You are looking for a man to treat you as a prize, but you are not a prize. They think they're special, but they're not. There's an old poem. The slithery D came out of the sea. He ate all the others, but he didn't eat me. The slithery D came out of the sea. He ate all the others, but he didn't eat me. The slithery D came out of the slurp. He ate me. So the slithery D may not get you on the first pass or the second pass, but trust and believe, you on the menu, heifer.
And I just think we were all thinking about that in the back of our heads. I just wanted to just bring it to light and just be like, you know what? I was thinking it too. I'm sure she got with this man who, like, you've seen the Yelp reviews, but you think those instances don't apply to you. That's all I'm saying.
Thank God. I swear, if this chair was any higher and I leaned back laughing, I'd fly right out the window. I know one episode you're going to tell us jokes so good, I'm going to fly out.
Wait, I hope you're on the first floor, though.
No.
Oh. What floor are you on? Or you don't want to say that on here?
Not on here.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm on the 6th floor. So, of my building.
Really? You seem higher.
I know, right? Because I have a really great skyline view.
I was going to say, now hold on. Are you on an actual 6th floor or a New York 6th floor where you, like, when you get in the elevator, you pass like maybe like 3 or 4 floors that, like, you don't necessarily stop at? I was like, I know, I did real estate there. I know your elevation.
You're right.
Right. Yeah, you it might say 6, but I know exactly where you are.
Okay.
Well, hell, I have your address, so I should.
I got your address, heifer. Well, in divorce news, because this is breaking as well, and I think Alex would be very excited about this. Hugh Jackman and Deborah Lee. At first, like I immediately thought of Deborah Lee from BET, but anyway, Deborah Lee Jackman separate, moving forward with gratitude, love, and kindness.
And they ain't got no kids. The man is mine. I'm telling you, everybody right now,
Well,
stay away.
Well, wait. They do share 2 kids, but they're grown. Like they have 2 kids. One's 23 and the other one is 18. And they've been married for 27 years. I'll be thinking at this length of time, like you might as well just stay with them if y'all already hitting the 30-year mark. Like,
he has Wolverine money, and soon so will I.
Oh, I know you're going to be first in line.
He's from where? New Zealand? I got to get my passport. Right, I'll see y'all. That's the end of the episode. I got to go.
The end of the episode, it is coming up, y'all. This is a short show. But he's from Australia. And I think the whole big thing was she was notably like older than him by like, I want to say at least 15 years.
He's 15 years older than me. I'm fine with it.
I also think he's bisexual too. I think he's dabbled. Definitely.
Uh-huh. I'm fine with it.
And allegedly, just in case, because I don't play in court.
I will face the poisonous spiders and the sharks of Australia for this man. Let me get my ticket. Where the hell am I going? Perth? I don't even know how to get to Australia. What do I take? A space shuttle?
That's a long ass plane ride too.
He's worth it.
Okay. So, according to people that, they broke the story exclusively, they say we have been blessed to share almost 3 decades together as husband and wife in a wonderful, loving marriage. Our journey now is shifting, and we have decided to separate to pursue our individual growth.
He can grow with me. She had him for the first 30. I got him for the next 30.
That's what I'm like, growing into what? Like, I feel like when you're in your 50s, you're pretty much the same person. I guess you could change in that age range. I don't know, because I'm not in that age range yet. But okay.
As a 40-year-old heifer, what you start doing at this age and that age, and I can definitely see, you start to double back. You start to be like, you know what? I never got to that. And while I can still move and I'm still alive and kicking, I'm going to go on and get to it while I still have time. You start to be like, I didn't cross that off my list. I'm going to go on and do that. I'm going to go on and do that. I wasn't brave enough before. I'm brave enough now.
You talk like you're about to hit 50 in this December. And I remind you, sir, that we are only 3 years apart. Just saying.
Those 3 years are huge.
Oh, and the statement continues. It says, our family has been and always will be our highest priority. We undertake this next chapter with gratitude, love, and kindness. We greatly appreciate your understanding and respecting our privacy as our family navigates this transition in all of our lives. Somebody must be coming out.
With me. With me. And I will say, I'm willing to have stepchildren for this man. Because your kids need you. And hold on, parents in the audience, listen. Me and my mom was just talking this morning. Listen, your kids need you more from 18 to 30 than they do from 0 to 18. So I know I'm going to have to do some parenting, and I'm closer to them kids' age than the parents is. So I'm coming in as the young usurper stepfather, where they think I'm marrying him for his money and his body, when I'm marrying him for his artistic ability and his loving personality.
I wish you luck in your endeavors with Hugh Jackman.
Thank you. I know I'll need it.
So in our final story, I thought we end on a good note. So Tory Lanez was denied bail while appealing Meg Thee Stallion shooting conviction. So he was denied. The judge was like, nah, Ninja, you are staying in there. You're going to think about what you did. And you know what? I bet he's really regretting his decision to take the plea deal, because the plea deal was 4 years. 4 years. And now you got to do 10 with deportate in your future.
I mean, they're deporting you to Canada, so it can't be that damn bad. If somebody offered me deportation to Canada right now, I'd let me pack my shit again.
That's not bad, too. I mean, free healthcare. Free healthcare.
How much are the movers?
The article says Tory Lanez has reportedly lost an attempt to be free on appeal while he seeks to overturn his conviction for shooting Meg Thee Stallion. He was sentenced to 10 years this past August for the 2020 shooting. This shit happened 3 years ago, and he is still fighting it. Like, just do your time.
Speaking of someone else who's still fighting, Sissy Small who is still fighting his court sentence and has 150 days in jail still hanging over his head. He is fighting the appeal process with no money. You have ruined your career. You are blacklisted, and you were already a gay black actor, so you had about 4 jobs to begin with. Now all those jobs are going to me. I will step in as the second light skin in charge. And I ain't even that light. I'm baked bread.
Oh, poor Jussie. I mean...
No, yes, literally poor Jussie, because he wasted all of his money on lawyers. He sold his house in Beverly Hills over a lie. Over a coke-infused lie, allegedly. Even though we do have court documents talking about how the Osundario brothers procured drugs for you, that is in court. Those are legal documents. So I'm saying allegedly, but those are court documents. So if you want to go to court, bitch, let's go. Googled and already told your business, ho.
Well, continuing the Tory Lanez story, the judge said, the motion will be denied and proceedings concluded. Thank you.
Suze Orman, denied.
That look, oh well. Like he even married the mother of his child, who he probably hasn't even spoke to in 2 years, just so he can have a sob story for the judge.
And a conjugal visit.
Right. I think him being in jail and not raising someone under his tutelage is in best interest of that child.
I agree.
So stay your ass behind bars. I just, every time I talk about Tory Lanez, I want to say the N-word, and I know I can't. I have to save it for Pop Rules Extra. Lord. Because that is a lowdown. Nah. That's all I can say is nah. Because I want to say it with my chest. I really do.
I'm going to use that. I want to say the N-word so bad, but I know I can't. Oh, God, that is a good one.
Anywho, y'all, those are our hot topics for this dry-ass week. I will see y'all sooner than Alex gets on the plane to Australia.
Oh, dang. Well, I will see you sooner than Tory Lanez sees freedom.
You know that was going to be mine, but I was just like, let me change it up. I swear to God, I was going to say that, but I was like, let me choose something else.
I am packing my bags and getting on Qantas right now.
Just don't forget Bronx.
Oh, please. How do you think I'm going to get him? Bronx is so adorable, he won't be able to stay away. He's not even going to know what hit him. He's going to be like, oh my God, that's a cute dog. Yes, he's yours. What do you mean he's mine? Well, he's ours.
Bye, y'all.